Finally. Oh my gosh. Technology. I'm starting to want to unplug. Look, I say this as I scroll on my phone. I don't know what I want to talk about. Let's just talk. Let's dish. What's on my mind? What's going on? I don't know. I'm really like I'm in a mood, not a very good one. I'm just here trying to make it day by day. That's all I'm doing. One day at a time, as we all are doing in a pandemic and a panorama, Pantene Pro V, Panasonic, Pandemonium. I don't know. I've just had a rough couple of weeks. Not rough, but you know, just trying to live. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know. Um, what's on my mind? These stupid dogs. I mean, I love dogs, but shut up. Shut your dogs up. Every time I'm trying to record a video, it's like lions and tigers and bears. I'm tired. I want a freaking production team or something. I just don't want to. I'm not meant to do anything by myself, but at the end of the day, I'm doing everything by myself. I need a whole operation, and I just want to manage it. And I don't know. And if I end up getting bored of this live stream, I'm gonna just turn it off because yeah. What is it? It's a Thursday night. I was supposed to record something. I'm trying to record or upload Mondays and Thursday, but I don't know. I just have no motivation. I have no motivation. Sometimes I feel really fabulous, and sometimes I just feel like, ugh, what is life? What is this stuff we're doing? What? So I had a little bit of a existential breakdown a couple weeks ago. No, it wasn't even a couple weeks. Like last week. It was a couple days ago. What am I saying? It's only Thursday. This must have been Sunday, right? And I was just like, okay, I'm trying to look for a job, right? I'm trying to look for a job. Any job that's not working. Not to say it's not working, but I mean any job that's not TGI Fridays or Target. I feel like I have two flipping degrees. I speak two languages. All this stuff on paper, but I can't find a job. I've been applying and applying and stuff. Mind you, I letters trash, and I'm not writing a cover letter. I'm sorry. No, y'all not getting no cover letter from me. If you can't just see my value from my resume and use one of the contacts on there to contact me and speak to me for a few minutes about my experience, then you know what, you then I'm gonna look for another job. But anyways, so I was talking to one of my really good friends, Alistair. He's from the Bahamas. We've been friends since Nanjing, which was 2013. um he recently moved to Shanghai to teach English. And I have another friend who I was asking on behalf of. I was like, "Well, what's your school like? How's that looking?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty. It's all right. At the end of the day, we only teach for 25 minutes. The rest of the time is babysitting." And I was like, "Well, if I got a friend who's looking to go back to Shanghai, not Shanghai, but China." As soon as possible, so maybe she can maybe you can help you help her because he gets a finder's fee. So I put them in contact, and then I was kind of thinking about it maybe I should go back to China, at least teach English. I mean, it's not ideal, it's not something I want to do with my life, but at the end of the day, I don't know any other place where I could make quick, easy money, have a pretty high standard of living in Shanghai. The barrier to entry is so short. Like here in America, in Silicon Valley or wherever I am, everyone's like, you need to have 7 to 8 years experience to get paid minimum. Like what, sis? So I was like, I messaged a friend. I said, no, maybe I might go back to China to teach. And she's like, you don't like living in the States anyways. And you love China and you want a Chinese man and yada yada. Like and I'm like, yeah, it's all pointing there, It's like it's logical because at the end of the day, like my friend already has the school he teaches at, and I know for like, itching for teachers, and I could just be like, yeah, put me on the list, and then by February be back in China. Even they have to quarantine for 21 days, I believe, and on your own dime, but I'm sure that dime would be on the school's dime because I'm like, why am I going to go teach for your school to pay 21 days to quarantine in some like quarantine China hotel? Like, I don't want to do that. Like, y'all need to pay for that. Like, no, 21 days. That's 3 weeks. Like, what? So I was kind of just like, it makes sense. Maybe I'll just do that because, even though like I live rent free, I'm like, that's what I kind of said on my Instagram today that like I'm so much like Hillary Banks. Like I'm really like Hillary Banks because she was just so spoiled and privileged. And I live with my dad and my dad pays for everything, like at least groceries. So like my overhead is taking care of groceries and I don't pay rent. But like, I like to go my places and do my thing, like so I don't have him pay for that. I'm sure he would, but I don't feel comfortable asking my dad for money. Like for groceries, whatever. Like, cause he be eating too. Like I cook and he eats. So like that's no big deal. But like if I want to buy myself a new wig, like I'm not gonna ask my dad, can you, I'm not exactly on Hillary Banks level because my dad is not Philip Banks. He's not, we're not in Bel Air. He does not have money like that, even though he's he gets by, but he's not like balling out of control. But anyways, um, so recently I'm gonna like have a side story. So last week, no, September 5th was my brother's birthday, not birthday, wedding. My older brother's wedding, his second wedding, by the way. It's a whole nother story. We'll get into that. You know how we are on this. And I'm telling you, we're gonna live stream the whole time. My computer is is working. Okay. A full battery. Once it runs out, that's it. But it's a full battery right now. Anyways, so on 25th, my brother's wedding, and I had another wedding to go to on the 2nd of October. And that wedding I was really, really looking forward to because it's a family friend whom we've known for a long time. One of my dad's really good friends. She is such a sweet woman, and it's her daughter who's getting married, first wedding. And like, not only is she sweet, but she's like extravagant. So I'm like, wow, that wedding is gonna be something else. And I think I told you guys this that like I had never been to a wedding until my friend's wedding this year in July, and now I'm supposed to be to three. So a couple weeks before my brother's wedding, I ordered like all the stuff from Shein. And if y'all wondering how I make money or how I do stuff with money, I don't. I have credit cards. I've been doing everything on credit cards. Okay. That's the tea. That's the true tea. Credit, 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 credit. So all the stuff on Shein. And the Friday before my brother's wedding, I'm literally sitting here in my room and I did that Shein haul. Did y'all watch that? I did that Shein haul, and that was the day before my brother's wedding. And I'm trying on different clothes for both weddings. Like I'm gonna wear this to this wedding, I'm wearing that to this wedding. Da, 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 da. And usually, like I'm downstairs with my dad. Like have he has the like family room, or I have the family room. Is it the whatever. He has a family room. I have the dining room. I'm always in there. We both just kind of do our own thing. Sometimes we watch TV together, like basketball games and stuff like that. And I was for some reason, um, I was like up here trying on all the clothes, and then I went downstairs. And as I'm walking down the stairs, my dad looks up and he was like, "I have some bad news." And I'm thinking he's telling me, like, I don't know, my knee-jerk reaction was, this is in an instant, by the way, was like, "Oh, he's gonna tell me something about the Warriors, the Golden State Warriors, our local basketball team." And he ends up saying, "I have some bad news." And I'm like, "What?" I don't know how to say this. I kind of like freak out. So my reaction is very like stern, like just out with it, what? And he's like, "Mary passed away." And I'm like, "Who?" I mean, my first, I know who Mary is. We only have one Mary that we know. But I just was like, "We're Mary? Not the gospel singer Mary, but like our Mary? What are you talking about? We're going to her daughter's wedding next week. You know what I mean? We're going next, like, what?" Um and he said, "Yeah, she died of COVID-19." um And I was like, it says she died 4 days ago or something, that she'd been sick for a while in the hospital. And I'm like, "No, flip." We were just stunned. I was absolutely stunned. I was like, I was just so devastated. And I didn't even know what to do because like I'm in contact with her daughter. Like we aren't like friends, but we're, like family friends, of course. I know her, I have her on Instagram and everything. And I'm like, she's posting normally. Like, what do you mean? And so then I ended up like texting her because I had texted her a couple weeks ago about the wedding to ask her if they had a registry. Like nowadays everyone does like wedding registries on the websites. They all have wedding websites. And I was like, okay, let me, because what he said, yeah, my friend, a mutual friend of ours just called me and told me that. And I'm like, well, looking at the daughter's Facebook, not Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And I'm like, what? She's not posting anything, like if you know what I'm saying? And so I said, okay, I'm going to ask her. I would have, look, I got a lot more decorum than just to directly ask her anything like that. Cause my dad told me he was trying to Google it, not because not only is this woman just like important to us, she was like a pillar of our community. Like she owned this like really successful restaurant and that was in business for like 40 something years. Not, no joke. And so I was like, he was like, "I don't even know if this is true. Like, how is this true?" And so I messaged the daughter and I just said, "Hey, looking forward to next week. I'm picking out some clothes, but I forgot to ask if there's a color scheme." Because I'm like, she has to say something. Because like what? This is her mom. And not only that, like, okay, yes, that's her mom, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of her wedding, like, this woman also does, like, event planning. Like, she throws events, okay? Events. Like, like my dad would tell me because I was always in China. And not only like did this woman, when I first moved to China, she's one of my benefactors. Like, she fundraised for me at her restaurant. And like, I have to take my corset off, y'all. Let me try to get this down. This is I've had it on all day. Watch, you're gonna see like because I feel like that scene on Titanic right now where the frick is the damn thing? So I just ask her that and she's like, "Oh, sends me a flyer that says change of plans, blah blah blah, due to our family health, like we have to postpone our wedding, right?" Um oh, Oh, hey, Michaela. It's good to see you too. I gotta take this corset off. Okay. It's always one little snap. That's not okay. Oh, 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 child. Oh my God. Oh my God. I told y'all I'm winded. I'm winded from that. Okay, so the daughter said change of plan, like not change of plan. She sent a flyer, change of plans. We're postponing our wedding due to like our family health or something like that. And I was like, what? And she said to me like my mom's in the hospital. That's what she said. She didn't say anything about passing away. And I'm like, what's going on? What? Well, maybe my dad was like, maybe it's hush hush. Like they're trying to find a way to what is the word? Announce it. And so I was like shook. I'm just like, okay. And then the following day, like I'm getting dressed for my brother's wedding, and my dad is in his downstairs and we're talking. I just decided to like sit down with him because like that was his really good friend. And and he told me that he found out that she actually didn't pass away 4 years ago. 4 days ago, she had actually passed away Saturday morning. So the day after someone had told him that she had passed away, um, that same person who called my dad told him that, like, oh, actually, I got the wrong information. I don't know why someone would tell me that she already passed away. Turns out she actually just passed away this morning. And so he told me, and I was like, that's so weird. And that's when like it hit him and he was like crying. And I never seen my dad cry before. And I was just sitting there with him, like, and we were just having like our little reminiscing of her and all the little things. Cause she was like such a fun, like cool lady. And I remember like just we used to like what's the word? We used to tease her a lot because and I would always come back once a year and like we'd go to her restaurant and eat at her restaurant, hang out and stuff. And I would always be like, Mary, when are you gonna come to China? She's like, no, ma'am, you're gonna have to do, you like that's all you. That's all you. And I'm like, come on now. She's like, no, my threshold for a plane is 3 hours. 3 hours. We're gonna have to. Is there a stopover? And I'm like, no, there is no stopover between here and China. The only place to stop over is in the ocean, ma'am. You're gonna have to do about nine consecutive. Oh no, 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 I won't be going. I was like, what you gonna do? Take an ocean liner there? I don't even know if they have that. They must though. So we would like joke about all kinds of stuff, and like I still didn't want to believe it. I was like, but her daughter didn't really say anything, and so I just went on to the wedding, my brother's wedding, and I had a good time at the wedding. It was on the wedding was a little bit on the GHETTO side, but like on the GHETTO side. But no, like that's but it was fun, okay? We was doing like, wobble with you, wobble with. Oh, that's up. That's all. I really wanted to go to her daughter's wedding because like but I mean, of course I'm gonna go whenever they do it, but like I'm just like we know her and we know Mary. Like I know her and I know Mary. I'm sure I know my dad knows her whole family and I know a lot of friends of Mary's and stuff like that. But I'm like, for me, like I was looking forward to seeing the bride and her mother. I've met the groom, but like and she's got like these little cute nieces, like and like the sister-in-law and the brother. But yeah, like anyway, so back to the whole China thing. So I kind of had made up in my mind this was Sunday because I had been crying, right? I'd been crying a lot, like they had announced officially, like the daughter said, like, my mother passed away, like just to say this from COVID and I'm like, oh, like the truth is I mean, like I have taken COVID very seriously since it happened, since it started, because I hate when people like don't take stuff seriously, And I was just always like, this is no joke. And people have always just taken it as a joke or taken it as a reason to like to polarize and politicize wearing a mask, getting a vaccine and everything like that. And I'm like, I know COVID has been happening for like the last 2 years, but I have not known of anyone who has died from it. I have not. I've heard of like distant, 6 degrees of separation people like, oh, my mom told me like a year ago, if that, like, that my brother's uncle's something, no, my brother's dad's uncle that he had not been in contact with for like 40 years died of COVID. It was like that, like not someone who like I knew and loved and I was looking forward to seeing. I don't want to make it all about myself, but I'm like, this shit is effed up. Like, and for it to happen like right before your like a week before your daughter's wedding, like 1 week before. I don't know how long she was sick. We don't know any details. But anyway, so it's so terrible. And I'm like, I don't know. I was like just kind of like angst really. And then what happened? So I was like, I was really upset about that, upset about like looking for all these jobs and just not getting any kind of response. Like, it would be different. I'm like, why don't they have it so like they can go through an application and just you should be able to like okay, of course the job agency, like that's what I'm talking about. Like so that's why I'm trying to seek job agencies now. But like it's just I don't know. I just kind of felt like this is what I told my cousin, and I think I was talking to her on like Sunday or Saturday. Um, COVID messed up a lot of things out here. Exactly. And I was just feeling I such a like I called her in the morning and I just had broke down in like tears. I'm like even feeling a little bit like a little bit of it right now. But anyways, so I called her on FaceTime and she answered. It was like early, it was like 10 in the morning. And I'm just sitting on this stanky ass bunk bed. Damn bunk bed. If you guys see the bunk bed, I'm at my house. Okay. This bunk bed has been here since 2002. And I am not buying any new furniture because I don't have a job. Because yeah. So I just like called her like this. She was like, "What's wrong?" Like, I just feel like I just feel this is sad. And so, like, how I feel is, I feel, and this is what I said, and this is how I feel: invisible. I feel invisible. Like I just am like, oh yeah, it was bought in 2002. So like, basically, I don't know. My dad. Okay, short history lesson of me. I'm in Sacramento right now. Me and my dad and my mom and brother and family, we're all from San Francisco. But in the 90s, my dad started buying property in Sacramento. And so he's had this house, I think, since 2004. But like the other house he had before this was like, had this bunk bed. And anyway, so like when we were kids, we always had family gatherings here in Sacramento. And so we had the bunk beds in both two rooms, right? So now, when I and every time I would come back from China, I was just, like I'm not buying new furniture for someplace I barely like sleep at. But now I'm like here kind of full time. Like I kind of need to invest in new furniture, which I will do, but I don't want to spend any money right now. But yeah, so these bunk beds are still here, and we still like have family gatherings, like me, cousins, and so we had the bunk beds. But like, so the bunk beds are still here, and like they gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go. In due time, they're gonna be out of here. So we're gonna have a whole like ritual, not a ritual, but a whole like going away party for this bunk bed because I'm tired of it. I can't. I just bought like this what is it called? What is it called? Lavender infused foam mattress topper. I bought it yesterday. Came yesterday. Revolutionized my life. I mean, like, I don't know. Y'all want the Amazon link because a okay, yes, ma'am. I'm like, it is so comfy now. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. So anyway, so I was crying to my cousin, telling her that I feel invisible. I feel invisible. Like I'm not gonna cry. I'm just like I just burped. Um, I feel like I don't know. I'm just invisible in every aspect. I'm like, okay, like in my dating life, I feel invisible. In my job seeking life, I feel invisible. On social media and this whole like whatever journey I'm trying to embark on, I feel invisible. Like that's just how I feel. And I'm just like, "Ugh," like if only one thing was going right, maybe I wouldn't feel so maybe it's gonna result, you know. And she's like, well, maybe you should like, just giving me like some cute advice. And I took the cute advice, and I was like, okay, I feel better, I feel better. And that's when I was thinking about going back to China. And I was like, well, this nothing else is working, nothing else is happening. So maybe I need to go back, but that's not what I want to do at the same time. Like I would love to go to China and visit and be there as long as I can, but I also want to like one of my friends put it like the perfect way. She's got a flipping way with words, okay? She's got it like poetry. She said, "Oh, you want to have roots and you want to have wings." And I was like, "Yes." So and it was her who was like, "Yeah, you hate it in America. You don't want to be here. You like China. You love China. Like, yeah, you don't want to teach English, but stepping stone, at least you can make money. You can start paying off your debt. You can start doing that and this and that." I was like, you're right. Um, yeah, that's exactly like that's where you're most happy. So I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna look into it, look into like going back there. And then I went and told I sat next to my dad, and then I said to him, I'm thinking of going back to China, moving back to China. And he burst out into tears. It was like I even feel shooken up by it right now. And I was just like, he's like, well, what, like he was literally sitting there listening to me, like and he gets we're the same, like we kind of at a loss for words. Okay, like just didn't have anything to say. Head to Jongwon, girl, get those coins and travel. I mean, I feel you, but like I don't want to go back to China like that. Like I want to go back. We have talked about this. Like I want to be able to come and go as I please. I think the most I'll ever do is a tourist visa. I don't want to deal with a work visa of China, and like I don't want to deal with that. I just want to go visit, stay a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 30 days, leave, travel somewhere else. So, and when I was telling my dad, he was like, "Well, oh, I forgot to tell y'all. I think I forgot to tell y'all, but I have another trip coming up in December. I'm going to drum roll please. Drum roll please. I'm gonna let someone like guess where I'm going. Can you guys guess where I'm going in the world? In December. Actually, late November. I think I'm leaving November 28th. I'm gonna let someone guess. I'm not gonna say anything until someone guesses in the comments in the chat where I'm going in. And it's not China. It's not China because China is not open in any way, shape, or form. And so it's not there. Okay, so drum roll, please. Y'all are really killing the vibes. Like somebody put something. I'm okay. Boom, 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 where I'm going. Or do I have to kill the surprise? Thank you. Thank you. No, I'm not going to Brazil. I wish, huh? Brazil, I've heard that their COVID situation is still a thing, but no. Oh, clue. Okay, let me think of a clue. Let me think of an obscure clue. Okay, let's just say what continent. What continent? It's Europe. Oh, but is it Europe? Ooh, that's the clue. It's Europe, or is it? Hmm. Hmm. It's Europe, but it's not Europe. Yes. Yes, I'm going to London. So, that was a good clue, huh? It's Europe, but it's not Europe. The UK. So when I was in Greece, which is yeah, I'm gonna do like part 3 and part 4 of the Greece video. So I was trying to record some stuff like, okay, I'm gonna like all over the place. You know how it is when we live stream. I just be talking. But like when I was in Greece and I always wanted to go to England. Yeah, I've never really thought about going there. It's so funny. So when I was in Greece, I was at this like in Athens. I stayed at the first hostel in my first Greece video, which was like it was really cute. But there was no like socialization, like there was no like common room or anything like that. It was very much like just my room. I was like, I need ways to not communicate, to socialize. I can't just have, otherwise I'm just gonna be up in here. Like, so I had booked another hostel which had like this rooftop bar, which was such a good decision. Like that was and okay, that vlog is coming up. That one is coming up. Like, just bear with me. I'm kind of going through like, I don't know, like, girl. Anyway. So I had met this guy. So on the rooftop. Okay, did I tell you guys this stuff? I feel like this is the first time I've gone live since I've been back from Greece. But okay, so I went to the rooftop. I was on the like seventh floor. I think it was like 8 floors in all in this hostel. And I had this really cute room with this really cute balcony overseeing Athens, but I could not really be on those balconies because there's like pigeons. Like, y'all know, I'm not doing pigeons. I don't do that. I don't do that. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna be out on the balcony. But anyway, so on the rooftop bar, I met this guy from England and he was like Turkish and he was cute. Like, I mean, I really liked his vibe. I liked his vibe. He really wasn't like my type looks wise, but like his vibe was vibing. And we talked for like 2 hours. Actually, well, he was interested in what I was talking about though. He was like, I love your story, like blah 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 blah. Um he was like, you're this world traveler, like, and I was telling him all about like Paradise and like the brand and the vision and the mission and all that freaking jazz. And he was like, you're a world traveler, but you haven't been to London. And I was like, no, I haven't been there. He was like, girl, I see it. He's like, I know. He was like, look, you gonna love London. You are gonna love it. Like, go to London. Like, it's totally what you're talking about. Like all the happenings. Like you know what I mean. You think I'm a cool dude? Like I'm very basic for for the Londonites. So I was like, okay, stash that in my memory bank. And then like I have a little sister now. Her name is Jade. I love her. Um, and she's from Canada. And we were hanging out like the last 3 or 4 days I was in Athens. And so she had told me that she had her layover coming to Greece through London. And she spent one day there and she's like, girl, I was only there for a day and I saw it, right? Like London, that's where it's at. I haven't lived there, but I can tell you I was there for one day. And she was like, girl, oh, it was mm, mm," basically saying like there were squirrels. There were a lot of squirrels there. She was like, man, she was like, there was so many men's. There was like a lot of men's there. There was a lot of eye candies. Okay, a lot of Skittles. There was a lot of Skittles there. We're gonna start calling them Skittles. There's a lot of Skittles. And I was like, what? She was like, yes, girl, even like all Skittles everywhere. And I said, okay. So when I came back home, I think this was like a day or two after I got back, like literally like 1 or 2 days. And I just like Googled San Francisco, London flights. It was $350. $350. And I'm over here like, should I? If the credit card is credited, so okay, I have to talk about like a lot of different things because like I like when you do a vlog or not a vlog, um, when I make those vlogs recording, I'm just like talking to myself and I don't really I'm talking to myself now, but like I think I'm interacting more because you guys like say like I love me some Lindsay. I don't know how long things should be. So like the live stream, it allows me to give the details of things. And so I met this one girl from America. I forget where she's from. but she's from like the Midwest or something. This big old white girl. She's like 6 feet tall, like really tall. She was like tall and gorgeous though. I loved her. I loved her. Loved her. And she was like, we met on the boat in Mykonos, and we was drinking and laughing and talking, and she was telling me about because I was like, okay, girl, because like you know how I'm like affording my trip, right? I'm just using hella credit cards. Like I just like applied if they accept. Because the beauty of it was when I was working last year, was that 2020 and 2019. Well, yeah, 2020 mainly. Like when I was working at Bank of America, I paid off all my debt and I was paying things every month. So my credit score like jumped up, and it was all good because when I had my got my student loan, I was using that. You know what I mean? I still had like that was income in a way. But even though it's not income, but you get what I'm saying. So like like my credit score was high enough to where now credit cards don't reject me. Um Credit cards don't reject me. So I was like I was what is it? Granted, not granted. Whatever. Y'all get what I'm saying. They gave me some credit cards. Okay. I was credit carding out in this street. So she was like, girl, you ain't the only one. As long as you got enough money to make them minimum payments, I ain't mad at you. You over here like getting bank for your buck. Okay. At least, you got your degree, whatever. You got you know what I mean? You spending your money. I mean, it would be different if you spending your credit card money on Birkin bags and stuff like that. You spending it all expanding your mind. You know what I mean? You're going to Greece and Mykonos, and now you're going to London. She said, if you got the money to pay it off, like the 1 month minimum payment, ma'am, get your life. I was like, that's how I've been doing it, and like approved. That's the word. Approved. So clearly like that tactic is not gonna last much longer, because last time I applied for the Chase Bank cashback card, they was like, no ma'am, no ma'am, we already gave you one and you ain't been your credit utilization rate is a little high, ma'am. Okay, so no, we ain't giving you no more money, but okay, that's fine. I got one more card, you know what I mean, to like do it up in London, but like after that, just gotta find a job. We gotta like pay that off. Oh, so I said I'm gonna go back to China to whatever. Then my dad like had this whole breakdown about it, and like okay, my dad lives alone. My dad is disabled. Like like I'm his whole world kind of thing, and like he doesn't believe that like he just wants to keep me here. Like he's definitely like he has the same vision as I do. Like I live here day to day, and then like take little stints, take little like 2 weeks in Greece and stuff like that, not fully like moving back to China. Like that's he knows I don't want to do that. He doesn't want me to do that. But it's like I was like, well, that's my, he's like, well, why can't you just chill? Like, like I'm like, I just spent all day looking for jobs and stuff. He's like, well, why are you looking for jobs anyway? You're going to London in December. Like, why, who's gonna hire you, and then you go to London in December? He's like, just something's gonna come, something's gonna happen, like just have faith, have a little bit of faith. And I was like, okay, you're right, I don't want to go to China anyway. I do want to go to China, but I don't want to teach. Like I really don't want to do that. Like I really don't. Like you gotta work anyway. I'm like, do I have to work at freaking TGI Fridays or Target? Like no. He was like, no, you don't. Like something's gonna happen. Like you don't, just have a little faith. And I was like, you're right, you're right. He's like, well, why don't you talk to me about it? I was like, I don't know, I just blah, 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 blah. So we had a little, a little heart to heart, and um, yeah. So now, now I think I have a better solution, but we'll see, we'll see. Uh, um, so I talked to the same friend who told me the whole roots and wings thing, and she was like, "Well, why don't you look into temping, like a temp agency?" When I was like your age, I used to temp all the time, and like temping really did. And I'm like, "You can do that? I didn't. I never. Why didn't you say this before, girl? I've been looking for jobs for like 6 months. You could have said this before." So I just googled. Excuse me. So I just googled temp agencies, right? Like near me, or temp agencies in San Francisco, and it was like they're like, "Oh, send here, give us a call." And so I gave them, and all the reviews are really high. Like, yeah, I got a job within. Da, 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 da. And I called them. They said, "Hey, send your resume to this at whatever.com." And I sent my resume. And like an hour later, they called me back and was like, "Can we set up an interview for this week?" And I'm like, "Actually, I'm out of town. I'll be back," which I'm not really. I am out of town. Well, I'm in Sacramento, but I'm not planning on going back to San Francisco until next Tuesday. So I was like, "Yeah, let's do next Wednesday." Okay, come and bring two forms of ID. And she basically was telling me over the phone that, because I was like, I want to start in the new year because like I'm gonna be in out of town again in December. Da, 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 da. And she basically was saying how like you can bounce up and down, back and forth with it. Like basically like an active account to an inactive account. Like there's jobs where you can work for a day and then you can work maybe like 5 weeks at a time. I'm like, that to me sounds absolutely perfect. Because I don't want one job. I don't want one job. I want variety. I want to be able to do what I want to do and not be tied down to a 9 to 5. I don't need a 9 to 5, thankfully. Knock on wood. And I just want to be able to um I just want to be able to live my best life. So like I can live here in between my mom's house and my dad's house and pay off my little debt while traveling. Maybe I work for a month and a half and then poof, plan that trip, have that trip going, as long as I have income, you know, and then for like the next year or two be doing this. How do y'all think that sounds? That sounds pretty lit to me. So like yeah, I'm looking at it to temp work and I don't know how this is gonna play out. Like I have the interview. It sounds like they're very eager to find people because like my threshold is very low. Like I kind of just need to make like 20 bucks an hour, and as long as it's something that I don't know, I'm not doing anything too like I don't know. I think they have like more. It would be like more admin stuff. I would like to have something where I can at least say my degree is being put to some kind of use, something office kind of corporate professional. I would hope like, I don't want to work at a gas station. No shade to people who work at gas stations, but like I speak a Chinese. Y'all can't find nothing more up there for me to do, even if it's like data entry. Like what I'm doing with this Chinese thing for myself. I'm like sorting out all these words just because. And I've been tutoring Chinese. I got my first client, my first paying client. Yes. It just goes up from there. I got my first paying client, and I'm so excited about that. Y'all don't even know. I'm like, whoa, this could like maybe in a year I might be just being able to just tutor Chinese as a hustle, and maybe in a year my YouTube channel, because I'm like one. Okay, let's run the numbers real quick, okay, y'all. So I actually took my subscriber count off of YouTube because like I think that stuff is kind of trifling. Like some people will look at that and be like, "I am a subscriber channel, she ain't got no subscribers." People do that. So I was like, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna keep that secret. Keep that for me. No, I'll tell y'all. I got 186 subscribers, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you. When I was in Greece, which was in August, I hit my 100 subscribers. So I've gotten 86 subscribers like in the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm like, what? So it's gonna grow exponentially. I just have to keep like this is the most inspired I've been in 2 weeks, probably. Like this conversation we're having right now, or live stream. Okay, so the number. So basically, China, not China, YouTube. Because what I'm trying to do, I want to get to the point where I'm back on monetization. So I had my old channel was monetized, even though it was not making that much money. It was making like $3 a month kind of thing. But hey, that number could continue to grow. So you need to have either 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours of watch time to be eligible for monetization. Let me see. I kind of forgot how to look at what my watch time is. So I have the uh 1,000 whatever, um, no, 100, 186 subscribers. So that's about like what? So it's like, let's just round it up to 200. That's like a fifth of the way there from, um, from what's it called? From 1,000 subscribers, whatever, in terms of subscribers. But if we talk about like watch time, I hate that they make people go through the, it's so ghetto. It's so ghetto. Watch time hours. Wait, no. No, no, no. Oh, they're just showing it to me for, ooh, I was about to say, this is for 28 days. I'm gonna do lifetime. So, okay, so a couple months ago, my watch time hours was like 80 something. Not even kidding. It was like 80 something. And now it's 1,000. Oh, can you see that? 1,562. No, 1,156.2. So that's like more than a third of the way there. That's like a third of the way there. So I just gotta put out more content. My most viewed video, this is what pisses me off. Like, this is like what I'm telling you about social media. It's like it's so psychological on you, and that's why all the people who you follow on social media is effed up like that. I'm not too effed up. I'm okay. I think I'm okay. But I'm like, imagine if you had like if you really like depended on this stuff and you like really like this is like your whole self-esteem. This is your whole psyche, you know? Because there's some stuff that like I make that I'm like super proud of. Like I'm super proud of. Like for instance, it's like um the black girl tests her Chinese characters. Like I'm super proud of that video. It only got 41 views, but the Sheen haul, which I'm not proud of it, but like I just turned on the camera and I was like, bah. Oh yeah. 1,000 subs to go live via mobile device. YouTube is so trifling. And that's why I said they're all in this whole business because I know people just buy followers. People just buy subscribers because they're like followers on YouTube, not followers on Instagram. Because, like, for you to have the swipe up feature on your swipe up, swipe up, and click the link, swipe up. You have to have 10,000 followers to do that. Like for you to post on your community tab on not on Instagram, on YouTube, you have to have 10,000 subscribers to do that. For me to link my Teespring shop for my Paradise merch, even though this is like really old, so don't buy none of this. Don't buy none of it, but it's just there because I never changed it. But like my Paradise merch, because now I've changed the font and I've like updated. Look at this like bleach stain. Anyway, for me to link my Teespring shop on my YouTube channel, you gotta have 10,000 subscribers to do that. That is so ghetto. Why would they do that other than like they're in cahoots with the people who, you know what I mean? Like Instagram. Okay, so like okay, let's just Google this real quick because I refuse. I have a friend who like, and well, we're not really friends anymore. Fuck that bitch. She like bought all her followers, and I'm like, you be seeing it. You be seeing it. Like we have talked about this before on this channel. So let's just look up. I'm always looking at my subs every day to see if it's going up. Need to stop doing that. Yeah, forget it. Like, and subscribers, like I've done so much like social media. What's the word? Research, you know, and and not just like people making money and not just that, but like the mental health thing. And I think I posted about this on my Instagram where I was kind of drunk, y'all. I was drinking some wine. I've been good on the sauce lately. I've been trying to be good. Okay. I'm like, let me just drink on Saturdays. And it's not even because of like I don't want to be getting drunk, but just because like I want to lose weight. Wine turns all into sugar. So I was like, let me just be good until Saturday. Is it Saturday yet? I don't know if I can hold out much longer. I'm probably gonna get some next tomorrow. Y'all are seeing me sober right now. Like I have not had a drink since Sunday. It's Thursday. That's not like me. Usually I'm like, I'm gonna buy me a bottle of wine and turn up. But like I was talking about Charlie D'Amelio. Y'all don't know who Charlie D'Amelio is. She's the young girl, like 16, 17, who just blew up on TikTok, and now she's a queen, reigning queen supreme of TikTok, got the most followers with 100 something, maybe 200 million. And she's got a reality show about her and her sister, and they're all anxiety and sad and depression and I'm like, none of these people are happy. They're not. And I just don't want to like have my value as a creator be uh what's it called, measured by someone pressing a subscribe button. Because do you know how many people I'm subscribed to? How many people am I subscribed to? And I how many people do I like click on every video? No, very few. Very few. And that's how it works. So I'm like, I look at the this is just my own ratio, or what I think of as a healthy, I don't know what the metric, like what you call the metric, or what the social media people call it, but it's like subscriber to view ratio, like what's a good metric. I would say 10%. If 10% of your subscribers are watching your content, then you're good. And for me, I have 180 subscribers, right? 186. So that would be 10% would be, am I doing math right? Is that 18? Yeah, you just move the decimal point, right? 18.6. So 10% of the people who subscribe to me watch my content. So as long as I surpass 18 views, I'm pretty happy. That's how I need to look at it. Like the rate, like that rate, because I see people who be buying their followers, girl. Don't be. We was gonna Google that. Buy followers, right? Let's see, buy followers. What should we do? Let's do Instagram. Let's do subscribers. Let's do subscribe. Let's do some buy subscribers. I can't spell subscribers. Instagram. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that came up was this lagmag.com. The best sites to buy. Okay, fine. Instagram follower safety 2021. So they got number one is called Twixy, number two, Buzzoid, number three, Rushmax, number four, DVY Labs, I guess that's it. Four. Okay, whatever. So the point I'm trying to make, these five companies. Oh, number five is dig it. Who owns these companies? I am sure. I'm a conspiracy theorist, low-key. I'm like a rational conspiracy. This is not that hard to believe. That like, because you know how I've learned how companies work, and companies own other companies. Just like when you buy like Aquafina water, right? Is that what it's called? Aquafina? It's actually owned by like Nestle. You know what I mean? It's actually owned by Nestle, or it's owned by a company that's owned by Nestle, So the big conglomerates of the internet world are Google, Facebook, Amazon, I think whatever. Let's just say Google and Facebook. As we know, I did a whole Marie Kondo on my Insta. These people weren't giving, so cuts. They weren't giving, so they need to be cut. Like that's it. So I'm saying like the two big social media conglomerates, Facebook. We know Facebook bought Instagram, then they bought WhatsApp. Google bought YouTube. You don't think they're sitting here buying these little like buzzoids and stuff like that? Yeah, of course they are. DVY Labs, okay? Like, Buzzoid. You don't think they're buying those? You don't think they have ownership in these companies? This software that's like these little robots, like the robot followers and the robot comments and the robot subscribers and the robot what was something like the robot pins and the robot, like something on that show that we were watching a couple months ago. If y'all had tuned in, it was what was it called? If y'all haven't watched it, I think it was on HBO Max. The documentary was called Fake Famous. We're all in not Instagram, we're all in like a social media world. So like go on that. It's very fascinating. And that you can buy like fake bids on your eBay stuff. I've never really used eBay. But yeah, you can buy all of that stuff. So it's like like okay, I'm gonna show I'm calling these people out. I'm calling y'all out. So this girl who went to my law school, right? And I be looking at her stuff because it don't add up. The math ain't mathering. I'm gonna need the math to math. I'm gonna need 1 + 1 = 2. I can't have it. I can't have 2 + 2 = fish real quick with this chick. Like, what's going on? Is my calculator messed up? Or are you buying your followers? Okay. So I can't find her. Girl, did she block me? I don't think she would block me because she don't really know. She don't really know me like that. We were in the same class together. And you know what? When I was when I was over here on the Zoom stuff, y'all, I was not even paying attention. I had my stuff on mute, and I would just be searching everybody's name on social media to be like, who this person, who that person, what they look like, what they doing, who they am I adding them, or you know what I mean? Like who's giving? Is anyone giving? Is anyone giving like that? I swear to you, I would look up. I would just be sitting there, camera off, on mute. Let me just like look people up because what else am I gonna do? I wish I could like know these people, but okay. Where child, child, I'm trying to find her. Here we go. Let me try to find her. Let me try to find her because like I'm not being a hater, but okay. Oh, no wonder I was spelling it with an I. Okay. Okay. So homegirl, like homegirl got 18.5K followers, right? And before she used to have her little caption say, I teach you how to be successful on social media. And I was like, oh, this is another thing these hoes is doing, where you don't show how many people like it. The abacus ain't it. How you have all these followers but got 2 likes? What AI don't got fingers, huh? Like how the abacus ain't abacusing. It's not abacusing. So you just gonna okay, so you just gonna say it's liked by others, ma'am. Okay, so you don't even let me plead my case, ma'am. They're lawyers, right? All these kids is lawyers. But like, okay. So you got a whole 18,000 folks gonna see this thing in they feed, you know? How you only got 158 people liking it? Ma'am, I get more likes than that, ma'am. Ma'am, ma'am. I'm gonna need you, I'm gonna need you to like do a little bit, just a little bit better. We're just gonna do a little bit better. Like you're gonna have to buy that engagement, man. You a lawyer, okay? You got you some lawyer money. You can pay you $9.99 to get you 17 likes and seven. I don't know, get you 200 likes on the or 2,000 likes on the photo, and then 4 comments. Because something's just saying something. How you gonna have 52 likes, sis? How is that happening? The abacus ain't abacusing. Something about the abacus is off. September 30th, ma'am, it's August 7th. This has been a whole week. This has been in people's airwaves for the whole week. And you telling me ain't nobody caught on? Like ain't nobody like okay. That's why I'm not buying no followers. Like I refuse. And okay, so one of my really good friends, so her name is Amanda. We work together pretty much, not like as work, but like on our social medias. And she recently like what does viral mean? Like I don't know how much, but she got a lot of views on TikTok. And like we just try to figure out the gist, right? Like and so I would always ask her, I'm like, well, Amanda, maybe we just like what if everyone out here is buying their followers? Like what if everyone is buying their followers and we're the only two who are trying to do this legitimately? Like what if? You can't play fair when everyone else is playing dirty. Like that just doesn't. And so recently she went viral, well, like viral-ish on TikTok. And like she gained 1,000 something followers on TikTok and she got like 200 some thousand views on one of her TikToks. Right? I'm gonna show you guys her TikTok. But she didn't have to buy it, you know? So it's so cute. She's so adorable. But like she got how many is this? Um almost 300,000 views on that. And it got her like 1,808 followers, a bunch of likes. But even that, like, even after you post one viral, like people still want, I don't know, like all these algorithms are just like, even though people want to say, ooh, this is how you like cheat the algorithm. This is how you do it. I think it's no man's land. I really think it is. It's totally no man's land. It's totally wild, wild west. It's luck of the draw. It's like, those people who sit there and like play at the same same like machine. They play at the same machine, right? Slot machine. They're just constantly, constantly, constantly like like they've just been at the same machine, and finally they're like, all right, I'm done, I'm gonna go. And then the next person comes up to that machine, puts in the coin, like that is it. That is social media for you. Like, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. I don't care if someone says, oh no, you're just doing it wrong. Come and do it for me, ma'am. Listen, I will be your canvas. I'll be your canvas. If you tell me, okay, well, okay, you should, you got to put this and you got to tag this, you got to make this. Okay, let's put your money where your mouth is. If you can tell me that there is a formula, there is you know what I mean? It's about doing this, it's about doing that. I can make you, social media famous. All right, here I am. Right now, the abacus ain't abacusing. Okay, I'm gonna start telling people that. Like, I can't believe there's a whole abacus emoji and everything. Like, I'm gonna be out. The abacus ain't abacusing. Anyways, I'm over that. I'm done with that. I'm done with talking about social media. Y'all, it's ghetto. Yeah, it's ghetto. Y'all, it's ghetto. Yeah. Okay. Another thing. Okay, no, I'm not gonna tell y'all. I don't know. I'm just yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So I'm thinking I'm having like I had a couple like downs and now I'm on the up part of the roller coaster. So um yeah. He was like, I need to send this to my friend. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let's see if she answers. Hold on. Okay. Life is definitely is a roller coaster. So the upside is I'm trying to be happy. I'm really happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I've been going to the gym. Like what the who you? I know, right? Not like gym, not like gymming like people be gymming out here. Like, but yesterday I actually tried to do like machines by myself. Like, I got a trainer. She's cool, but it was $300 for 4 sessions. I was like, sis, okay, I think I'm gonna just do 4 sessions and then I'm gonna just take it over from there. Take them. And she like so like last Monday or this past Monday was like the last session. She was like, I would really like for us to continue because like we've made so much progress. Like I'm like, you got progress money? Like, I'm fun employed. I've told you this. I mean, I know I seem rich and fabulous because I know I seem like it, but I told you my credit cards ain't credit card no more. My abacus ain't abacus no more. Like, it's, ma'am, I'm trying to go to London. Okay, I'm not trying to see you. I'm trying to go to London. Okay. Speaking of London, oh, did I tell y'all how long I'm gonna be there? I'm about to be there for 4 weeks. 4 weeks, and I'm staying in an Airbnb. And I'm gonna be going to Paris, Paris, Paris. Ooh, excuse me, sorry, Paris, Amsterdam, maybe Berlin. Them endorphins be showing, right? Like, and she was like, oh, and I'm sorry, I'm sore. Like this stuff is ain't this is stuff ain't easy. This stuff is not easy. But like, I would love to have a trainer. And I told her, I was like, look, sis, I kind of told her that I was like, I'm not gonna be, I'm not here all like, I'm not here all like that. Like, I don't live here, man. Like, I'm just coming and going. Okay, so I can't plan too far ahead because you know what? I'm a world traveler. Okay, I'm trying to see the globe. I'm not trying to be here, doing squats with you. That's not what I'm trying to do with my money and my time. No shame, but yes. Anyways, you know how they try to like manipulate you and they're like, you're doing so well. I think it would just be the best for both of us if you like signed up for more sessions. And I would rather work with you twice a week instead of once a week. I'm like, but the abacus, ma'am, do you want to see my credit card freaking statement? Because no, ma'am, I don't have the money like that. I really don't. Like, I'm trying to be where the money resides, and it's like the gym closest to my house, and it's like there ain't no money where the money resides. There's just like it's just because for me, like I need to if I'm going to the gym, it's got to be right here. It's got to be. I need the path of least resistance. It's got to be next door. It's got to be free and across the street for me. But I don't know. I'm going. I've been swimming. I've been swimming. Okay, I've been swimming. I like to swim a lot. I think swimming is the best, but I just find public pools to be nasty. Like I mean, like it's okay. Like it's not that gross because I don't use the bathroom. Not in the pool. I'm talking about at the gym. Like I don't use the bathroom. Like I don't care. I won't do it. Like the thought alone. I mean, especially since COVID. Like I don't know why. I'm just like it's like a gym. Ooh, 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 ooh. what is it? 绝对不可以，绝对不会. Right? Why am I paying bare euro for and pain? My arm. We did. What's those things called? It's like the long thing with the things on the end. This thing, the dumbbells. Is that a dumbbell? It was a long one though. And she had me doing that, and my arms have been hurting since then. It's Thursday. That was on Monday. Like here, because we're activating those muscles, and oh my god, like you have to like do the muscles. I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm just looking at this comment on top by Marcus where it says 1,000 subs to go live via mobile device. YouTube is trifling. It's so trifling. It's whatever. You know what? When they go low, we go high. Okay. Michelle Obama told us when they go low, we go high. So London. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what to do. Oh, I'm gonna be staying in Brixton. Apparently that's like the gentrified ghetto. Like, I don't know. It's like the Brooklyn of London or something. I have no idea. But I'm staying in Brixton. Um, I'm pretty excited about it. And then I'm gonna go to Paris for my birthday. Never been to Paris. Do I need to learn French? Because French just does not agree with my spirit. It just doesn't. Like I've tried to learn some French and my body is like, no, ma'am, keep it. We do Chinese, we do Portuguese, we can do the Spanish, we can't do French, ma'am. Period. No. But I want to learn French. Is it you need to hit the markets. What's the markets to be? You talking about like the food markets? What's the market? What's the market? The stock market? In London, like you tell me a specific place. Like I'm down. I'm gonna be there a whole 4 weeks. Okay. Okay, this is really cheesy, but I'm going to London to fall in love. Y'all like oh, that was a sign or no. My little tripod fell off the table. Oh, the child the ghetto. So okay, so y'all remember I just told you guys about like the Turkish London British guy that I met in Greece. He didn't like take any of my contact information or anything like that. And another friend of ours who like we all met at that rooftop bar was like, "Oh, he didn't try anything. Like he was talking about you the whole night. Like da da da. Left y'all alone so he could like da da da." I was like, "I don't know. He trying to with me. I went back to my room. He went back to his room. That was it. I would have given no. I would have. And because I know I was anyways." So Camden, sis, it's a whole vibe. Okay, Camden. So like I was like, okay. He told me to go to London, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take him up on that. I'm gonna go to London. But we didn't have any contact, right? Didn't have any contact. So it came to me not to look for him. Like, fuck that. I don't even know him. Like, I don't even care. But like I was like, okay, so I'm officially going to London. Like, and I want to date. Like, I want to date on date on date. I want me like a British fellow. I want a British fellow to, I'm like, where Harry at? Where his friends be? Where they be hanging out? I'm trying to go to Kensington Palace and Buckingham. Not Buckingham. Is it Birmingham? No, yeah, Buckhead. What Birmingham? What Buckingham Palace? Did I make that up? Camden says, let me write that down in my little London note. So, Camden. So anyway, I was like, okay, I want to do a date. I'm gonna do a dating app, but like I hate all the dating apps. Like I hate Tinder because Tinder is, whew, I can't. I hate Bumble because I'm not sending you the first message. I don't like that. Like it's just not. Why am I gonna be sending you the first message? It's just no. Then I was like, okay, why don't I try Hinge? So I got Hinge. And I put it in London. I don't even know where I put it because I couldn't find Brixton on the map. I was like, okay, let me just put it anywhere in London. That's fine. Just putting it in not Brixton. What is wrong with Brixton? Please tell me. Please let me know. Please let me know. Because like the place I'm staying looks so cute. It looks so cute. But like not tell me why not Brixton. I'm like y'all. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got Hinge, put it in Brixton. Not Brixton. I didn't put it in Brixton. I put it in London. And the first person to message me is this guy from the same guy that I met in Greece. And he was like, hello, stranger. And I was like, hey, I took your advice and I'm going to be in London later in the year. And he was like, oh, great. I would be down to like meet up with you. I was like, yeah, sure. Like, what part you stay in? Like back and forth. And I was like, oh, I'm staying in Brixton. He was like, oh yeah, Brixton's like, he said it was a place you should be. That's what he said to me. But now I'm like questioning this. Okay, Marcus, you got me a little bit like nervous. Like, okay. And because I was kind of like, is this fate? Like, I just downloaded Hinge because I was like, I want to talk to somebody. I want somebody to be like, offer to pick me up from the airport or even though I wouldn't take that offer or offer to be like, girl, let me take you to Paris for your birthday. Brixton I like, but Harry ain't there. Where is he? Let's not talk about where he ain't. We need to talk about where he is. Where do I go in London where the money reside? Okay. Where is that? Is that Camden? Because ma'am, I need to know. So anyway, we like text back and forth a little bit, and I was like, but then like a couple days had passed. I even talked to this like Ethiopian. No, he was Eritrean, whatever, same thing. Since like neighbors, Eritrean dude, and he even talked to me on the phone. Like, what is this whole like talking to someone on the phone and then never calling them back again? Like, what is this for? I've had this. This is like a Hinge thing because I've had light skinned Ethiopian looking ass dudes call me. This was like a year ago. I think I had Hinge while I was staying here. And he was also Ethiopian looking, like, Hobby Shah, you know what I'm talking about? Like Ethiopian looking. Let me show you the guy's picture I'm talking about, like the one who, like the London dude. Okay. Is he still on my WeChat? Not WeChat. My what is this? Oh, I didn't mean to call him. I just wanted to look at this picture. Here we go. See, just like a regular Ethiopian looking dude. So, So we talked for like an hour, and it was all good laughter. And he was like calling me back. He was like, well, let me call you back real quick. I got a client I need to talk to. Let me call you back. Maybe he's not a drug dealer. He was just like a real estate agent. Like that's what he said. And then he never called me again. Like never called me again. And then like other people I was talking to, like they just were boring me. And so like that's how I get with the apps. I get really bored. Like I want someone who Kensington, Shepherd's Bush is where the money resides. Thank you. I'm gonna put that in my notes. Okay. Kensington. Like I'm just gonna go there and like find a cafe, sit down. Is the uh is the tube sketchy? Because I don't want to be on no tube if it's sketchy, if it's like the ghetto, like in America, like New York, like that. Like is it ghetto like that, or is it like Shanghai, where it's pretty chill, it's pretty chill. There's no they get rid of all the sketchers, all the sketchers. Yeah. So anyway, so I was getting bored with Hinge because like there was one dude who was like all about me, right? Poe, I can't. Like he was talking about he works at an outdoor store and that he's never had Japanese food. And I was like, and he was like extremely white, like white. And there's nothing wrong with white guys, but like if you're gonna be like Ronald Weasley looking, like I'm gonna need you to not be like at least give me like a Draco Malfoy. Like he was where the money reside. Like I'm not trying to have me no Weasley. Like the Weasley was Poe. Like I don't, and I'm gonna be introducing him to Japanese food. You ain't never had no Japanese food. Like when you come, like what's your favorite food? Japanese food. Don't think I've ever had Japanese food. I don't even know if this is a British accent. And I'm like, I'm not here to introduce you to a new way of life. Like I'm trying to have someone introduce me, show me some new things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to upgrade you. I'm trying to be upgraded. Like, you get me? Y'all get what I'm saying? Like I would go there, you working at a freaking camping store, big five, and I'm Tower of London. Okay, like I'm trying to be where the money reside. The Tower of London. So he was talking about, oh yeah, I can take you to get I just ended up like deleting Hinge, and I messaged it. And I was like, hey, this is a couple days before I deleted the app. I was like, hey, like, why don't you add me on WhatsApp? And he never responded. I don't know if he saw the message or it took him a while or not. But I gave it like 2 days, 2 or 3 days, and then I deleted the app. Excuse me. So that's so much. I'm like Wendy Williams. Like she be on her show burping, burping, bodily. Like oh my god. Oh Tiana. Okay, my battery looks good so far. I think we got. Let's see how much time. It says 27%. Can we see like in terms of time? Whatever. It'll let me know when this is like running out of battery. But yeah, yeah. So um, mm, yeah. So like I deleted Hinge, and I thought it was supposed to be like fate to have met this guy, even though like not fate, whatever. Because I was like, oh, I thought he would like be way more, what do you call it, like more initiating, because I was like, okay, because he was saying, oh, you're staying in Brixton, that's awesome, like I'd love to get drinks. And then something back and forth, boop boop boop, and then I was like, hey, add me on, why don't you take my WhatsApp? And 2 or 3 days later, don't respond and don't add me on WhatsApp. All right, I'm thinking of deleting this app. I ain't waiting for you, so next, hashtag next. And I deleted the app. Whatever, like, anyways, he was not my type anyway. You can tell, like, I'm trying to have me I'm trying to have me a Kensington ass, like Kensington. I'm trying to become a lady, ma'am. I'm trying to become like lady, I don't know, Kiara Kensington, Lord, something. I've seen this thing. Or you can buy a plot of land in Scotland and then become a lady, a lord or a lady. I think I'm gonna do that too. But yeah, I wanna be Meghan Markle. No, I don't know. They're miserable too. Like, well, that whole like Tyler Perry stuff. No, no. But like I that are single, somebody in the know, like an Earl. Where the Earls at? The Dukes. Where the Dukes at? The Dukes and the Earls. Okay, is it a Viscount? Viscount? Vis. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of like, oh, I've talked a long time. If y'all want something to talk about, let me know. Otherwise, I'm getting tired. What time? It's only 7:30. Because okay, here's my thing. Now lately, I think it's daylight saving is approaching, and now I get tired at like 7:30 because it's dark out now. Before, it didn't get dark until 8:30. That was quick. One day I was like, wait, I'm super tired. It's dark. It must be bedtime. It's only 7. Yeah. Um Also, I'm thinking of going to Switzerland. Have about any of y'all been to Switzerland or know anything about Switzerland or where to go in Switzerland, where the money resides? I think the money resides everywhere in Switzerland because you know, got like the Swiss bank accounts and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna throw in the towel today. I'm throwing in. I'm throwing in. I told y'all what's on my mind. This has been a lovely live stream as per usual. Y'all really make my little community amazing. I just want to hug everybody. Hugs, 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 hugs. Okay, okay. Y'all have a good weekend. I'm gonna try to upload another video or do a video of me like cooking or something. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. We'll see. Like the only thing with the cooking is like you kind of need more than one camera to do it. It's a little bit annoying when you only have one. But yeah. Okay, y'all. Love you. Love you. Mumulda. Well, I ain't even. Yeah. See y'all in the next live stream. Bye.